So in interview, they'll ask you some questions. They'll ask you few questions. How many releases you have? How many releases you have? What is a sprint duration? What is a release duration? What is number of builds have you tested? Builds have you tested? Or else they'll ask you like, okay, so they may ask you, what is this? What is your test cycle duration? Or else, how many test cases are there in your project? How many test cases you have written? How many defects are there? How many blocker, critical, major, minor defects are there in your project? How many blocker, critical, major, minor defects you have found? Okay, so these are the types of questions they may ask you in interview. Yes or no? They may ask you, tell me how many releases have you given to the customer? Or else, what is your sprint duration? What is your release duration? How many builds have you tested? Or what is your test cycle duration? How many test cases you have? What is the defect count? So all those questions they may ask you. There are chances they may ask you these questions in the interview. So I should be ready in order to do this. In order to answer this, I have to implement agile on my project. Why I have to implement agile in my project? Why? Because we are following agile model. We are just following what? Which model? Which model? What is the process we are following? Agile process. We are following a process called as agile process. So we have to mention all those things. Clear, everyone? Yes. Yes. So here, when we are following with agile, so here we need to mention different terminologies and all. So first, I'll start with my project name. Everyone observe clearly. Project name. So my project name is Joho CRM. I hope not Joho CRM. Mathe Ricardo, correct? So this is my project name. I hope everyone have your own project names, correct? Yes. Next, duration. What is the duration? As of now, everyone take 14 months only. Okay. Later, I will tell how many months you can take. As of now, see guys, whatever calculations I am doing, I want you to do with the same number. Until you understand everything, until you got to know how to do the calculations, I want you to do with the same numbers what I am following. Later, you can change your numbers. Yes or no? Initially, we have learned 1 plus 1. I didn't went for 1159 plus 1169. Yes or no? Initially, we have learned 1 plus 1. Later, we went initially, correct? Here also same. Learn with simple calculations. If you are comfortable with simple calculations, then go for complicated calculations. Simple. Understood? Yes. So next I need to give the duration of the project. Next, the release duration. Release duration, this is estimation I am taking. You can also take your own estimation how many release durations you can want. I am taking it as 5 weeks. So that means what? For every 5 weeks I am giving product to the customer, I am giving release to the customer. Understood? Understood, everyone? For every 5 weeks we are releasing product to the customer. That is the release duration. Next, number of releases. Number of releases I need to calculate. Okay, so how to calculate this number of releases? Yes, come back here, come here. So now, guys, tell me 1 year is equal to how many months? 1 year is equal to how many months? Yes, fantastic. 12 months. Very good. 12 months is equal to how many weeks? 12 months is equal to how many weeks? 12 months is equal to how many weeks? 52 weeks. 52, not 48. 52. If you want, search in Google. It's a common thing. 52 weeks. Next, 1 month is equal to how many weeks? 1 month, how many weeks? 4 weeks. Okay. Now tell me 14 months is equal to how many weeks? 14 months means how many weeks? 52 plus 8. Yes or no? 52 plus 8 is equal to 60 divided by what is your release duration? What is your release duration? 5 weeks. Divided by 5, how much? How much is it? It's equal to 12 releases. So total how many releases are there in my project? Total how many releases are there in my project? 12 releases. Everyone understand? Everyone understand how we got 12 releases? Yes. So here what happened? For 1 year I have 12 months. So 1 month is equal to 4 weeks. 12 months is equal to 52 weeks. Now 12 months out of 14, 12 months are already run. Remaining 14 minus 12, 2 months. 1 month 4 weeks. 2 months means 8 weeks. So 52 plus 8, 60. Understood? Everyone understood? I want reply from everyone. Yes. Not weekly one release. Ramakala, we are releasing for every 5 weeks. Every 5 weeks release. Everyone, everyone. Yes. So now how many releases are there in my project? How many releases are there in my project? How many releases are there in my project? 12 releases. So how we got? So here initially my project name I am mentioning and duration is 14 months, and in this 14 months duration for every 5 weeks I am releasing product to the customer. For every 5 weeks I am releasing product to the customer, and for 1 year, I have 12 months. For 12 months, I have 52 weeks. That means for every 1 month, I have 4 weeks. So 14 months means 12 months, 52 plus extra 2 months. 1 month, 4 weeks. 2 into 4, 8. 52 plus 8, 60 divided by, for every 5 weeks, I'm giving release. So divided by 5 is equal to 12 releases. Yes, clear? Yes, 12 releases. Total how many releases we have? 12 releases. Understood? Yes. Next. I need to calculate other things also. So what is the next thing we need to discuss about? Sprint duration. Sprint duration. I am taking one sprint duration as, sorry, one sprint duration as 1 week. So what is the sprint duration? What is the sprint duration? 1 week. 1 week. So number of sprints per release. Yes. Can you tell how many sprints you will be getting? Per one release, how many sprints you will be getting? Very good. Fantastic. 5. Why? Because my sprint duration, mine's 1 minute. Oh, what happened? Shivani, just right now take 14 months. Later, I will tell you 2.5 years or 5 years or 6 years. I will tell you. Okay. Right now, take 14 months. Okay. Next. Sprint duration is 1 week. Shivani, understood? Huh? Duration is 1 week. So that means for every 1 week I have one sprint. So now I have to calculate the number of sprints per release. Number of sprints per release. That means so 5 divided by 1. Why 5 divided by 1? Why? Because release duration is 5. Sprint duration is 1. 5 divided by 1 is 5 only. So 5 sprints per release. 5 sprints per release. Understood everyone? Everyone understood this? Yes. Yes, per release. Per one release, how many sprints you have? Yes. Next. Next. I have to calculate or else I have to take my something called as what is this test cycle duration. Test cycle duration. I'm taking my test cycle duration as 5 days. So what do you mean by test cycle duration? What do you mean by test cycle? The time taken to test, yes or no? The time taken to test the feature or else test and build, test an application, correct? So now, if my test cycle duration is 5 days, what is my build duration? If my test cycle duration is 5 days, what is my build duration? Very good, Reshma. If my test cycle duration is 5 days, what is my build duration? Yes, how much time it is taken to not test only one module, complete build. That's it. Yes, Prashant, correct. Danish, correct. Shubham, correct. Sriram, wrong. Aparna, wrong. Aparna Kumar, yes, fantastic, correct. Divya, correct. Manoranjan, wrong. Kavishri, correct. Anita, wrong. Abhay, correct. Jyoti, correct. Yes, guys, remember my test cycle duration is 5 days, means my build duration is also 5 days. Understood? Understood, everyone? Yes, my test cycle duration and build duration is always same. My test cycle duration and build duration is always same. Understood? Yes. So now next I need to they'll ask me one question. They'll ask me what is your build count? They'll ask me a question next. What is your build count? How many builds have you tested? Yes, everyone observe carefully here. Okay, super. Now tell me if my release duration is 5 days, if my release duration is 5 days, tell how many days will be there in one release. If my release duration is 5 weeks, how many days will be there in 5 weeks? How many days will be there in 5 weeks? How many days will be there in 5 weeks? How many days will be there in 5 weeks? We'll see one by one answer. Yes, Reshma wrong, Ramkala correct, Manoranjan wrong, Sunil correct, Badrika wrong, Divya wrong, Santosh wrong, Yamuna correct, Samina wrong, Swati 4 weeks are. Yo, my question is in 5 weeks, how many days you will be having? Does it? 5 into 7 divided by 5. Why? Divya Prakash wrong. Mishra correct. Jyoti wrong. Vishnu wrong. Anita wrong. Sriram wrong. Shraddha correct. Very good. Pavitra correct. Aparna wrong. Kevit wrong. Sachin correct. Harisudha correct. Yes. Aparn Kumar correct. Shubham correct. Nikita wrong. Shubhanya correct. Kushal wrong. Kaushal wrong. Vasanta correct. Shubham Gupta correct. Abhay correct. Swati wrong. Yashwant Kumar wrong. Dipanjali wrong. Jyoti correct. Jyoti Suraj correct. Divya Prakash correct. Reshma correct. Praveen wrong. Swati wrong. Pooja wrong. 25 days. Yes, I want reply from everyone. How many days we have? How many days we have? 25 working days. Type completely. Type completely. Type completely. 25 completely. Yes, 25 working days. Understood, everyone? Yes. So someone has doubt in number of sprints. Observe here. So my release duration is, sorry, my release duration is 5 weeks, and my sprint duration for every 1 week I have one sprint. Now 5 divided by 1. What I am calculating? Number of sprints per one release. That means 5 divided by 1, which is 5 only. So 5 sprints per release. Understood? Yes, Priya. Okay, once again, I'm repeating from the starting. Just observe here. Those who have not understand, those who have joined late, once again, please understand. Yes. So my project duration is 14 months and my release duration is 5 weeks. Okay. So for my sprint duration is, sorry, my release duration is 5 weeks, and I have to calculate how many releases I have got. So for 1 year, I have 12 months. So 12 months is equal to 52 weeks. Oh, month spelling wrong. Huh? Okay, no problem. So 1 month is equal to 4 weeks. Okay, for 1 month I have 4 weeks. So total 14 months. How many I will be having? 12 plus 2. That means 52 plus 2 months. 4 into 2, 8. It is 60 divided by my release duration is 5. 60 divided by 5 is equal to number of releases, which is 12 releases. Okay, Priyanka. And someone else asked, yes. Next, my sprint duration. This is my estimation. I have taken this value. There is no calculations involved in taking the release duration, sprint duration, and test cycle duration. Understood? You can take your own values. I will tell you what is the range of taking values. Okay, from where to where you can take a range of values. I'll tell you. Done. Yes. Next, number of sprints is, my sprint duration is 1 week, and number of sprints I can take is 5 divided by 1, which is 5 sprints per release. Okay, and I've taken test duration as 5 days, and now I need to calculate bills. If I want to calculate total bills in the project, total I want to calculate, first I should know in one release how many I'm getting. Yes or no? For calculating 12 releases, first I should know one release. Then I will end it to 12. Yes or no? Correct. So here what we will do, first we will calculate for in one release how many builds I have got. We will test it. Okay, we will check it first. We will calculate. Understood? Yes. Now total how many working days we have? 25 working days. I'll write the days, everyone observe. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes. 25. Yes. 25 working days we have. So now tell me, what is my build duration? What is my build duration? What is my build duration? 5. What is my build duration? 5 days. 5 days. That means for every 5 days I'm getting a build. Yes or no? For every 5 days I'm getting a build. Correct? For every 5 days I'm getting a build. Yes. Now tell me, when will I get a build 01? Day 5 build 01. Next. Day 10 build 02. Next. Day 15 build 03. Next, day 20, build 04, and day 25. Can I get build 05 on day 25? Can I get a build on day 25? No. Why? Because 25 we are releasing it to customer. If you get a build on last day, how you will test? When you will test? Yes or no? Correct. Why? Because 25th I'm releasing product to the customer. It's a deadline. So if I get a build on day 25, when I will test? So so now tell me how many builds we are getting? How many builds we are getting? Four planned builds. How many builds you are getting? Four planned builds. Okay. So what is this planned builds means? We are deciding first only that I'm going to get a build on day 5. I'm going to get a build on day 10. I'm going to get a build on day 15, day 20. We are deciding this in sprint planning meeting. Yes or no? It's ready, huh? Yes or no? We are deciding. No, we are having some estimation. No, whatever it is, we are planning a build here. We are planning a build here. Correct? Yes or no? Now what happened? Let us assume everyone observe, everyone listen carefully, the concept is somewhat confusing. Just I think I'll explain easily. Just observe everyone. So day 5 evening, day 5 evening, 5 p.m. you have got build 01. You have got build 01. Clear everyone here? Yes. Day 5 evening 5 o'clock you got a build 01. Okay. Now will you test this build on day 5 only now? Will you test this build on day 5 only? No. Why? Because it's already 5 o'clock. Logout timer. Yes or no? So I'll be testing this on day 6, 10 o'clock sharp. I'll start testing. Okay, 10 o'clock sharp. I'll start testing this build. Okay. By 10:30, I have identified one blocker defect. By 10:30, I have identified one blocker defect and I have communicated with developer. Developer will fix it. He will give a new build by 12:30. He'll give a new build by 12:30. Yes or no? This is a new build. Correct. This is a new build. Why? Because old build consists of a blocker defect. He gave me a new build. Yes or no? This we have learned in manual testing first day class. Yes or no? If it contains blocker defect, they will give you a new software. If the old software you have to uninstall from the server, you have to install into new software into the server. Correct? Yes. Now tell me what is this process is called as? Already I have got two correct answers. This process is called as what? This process is called as respin. Yes or no? You have learned in manual testing classes the process of getting a new build within the same test cycle. The process of getting a respin within a same test cycle is called as a respin. Yes or no? Yes or no? Correct. The process of getting a new build. The process of getting a new build within a same test cycle is called as respin. This respin we will call it as unplanned build. This respin is called as what? Unplanned build. Clear everyone? Sir, why unplanned, sir? Guys, tell me, will you plan a blocker defect on the initial stage itself? Okay, at what is this? Sixth evening, sixth morning, I will test. By 10:30, I have to identify one blocker defect. What is this? Will you plan this one? It is unplanned only, no? It is unplanned, yes or no? Correct. It is unplanned. It is not planned. Whatever I have done, it is not planned. Yes. Now, this respin, I am estimating I may get two unplanned builds per one release. Can I take this one? Can I take this one? Two blocker defects per one release, 25 days out of five builds, four builds, sorry. I may get two unplanned builds. Yes or no? Yes or no? So you can take, but don't take more unplanned builds, okay? So why? Because there is no rule that you should get an unplanned build. Sometimes you may get 10 unplanned builds in one list, okay? So what happened? Sometimes you may get 10 unplanned builds. 10 unplanned builds I may get. Sometimes you may get zero unplanned. Okay. So on average, for all 12 releases, I'm taking three unplanned builds, sorry, two unplanned builds. Two unplanned builds per release on average. Understood everyone? Everyone understood this unplanned concept? Unplanned build concept? Yes. Everyone, I want reply from everyone. Yes, fantastic. Now, I'll just add this plan build and unplanned builds concept. So here, plus two unplanned builds to unplanned builds. I'm adding it. So when I add two unplanned builds, yes, total how many builds I've got? Total how many builds I've got? 6 to 7 builds per release. Guys, remember this, never ever tell exact value. Sir, I have got 6 bills. No, don't tell exact value. Every time you should tell the approx values, 6 to 7, 10 to 15. Understood everyone? Never ever tell exact value. Please remember this. If you are working with a genuine experience also, you cannot give the exact number. Understood? We cannot give exact number, and this difference should be very minor. Don't tell 6 to 10 bills and all. 6 to 7, if not 6 to 8. That's it. Don't go more than it. Understood? Clear, everyone? Yes. Super. Now tell me, per one release I have, for one release I have one release. For one release, for one release I have 6 to 7 builds. 12 releases. For 12 releases, tell me how many builds I'll be having. For 12 releases, how many I'll be having? Simple. 7 into, take one number. I have taken 7 into 12. So I'll be having 82 to 84 builds are there in my project. In my project. Understood? Understood everyone? Yes. Any number you can take, Debraj. You may take, what is this? Seven also you may take. Running in manual testing classes. No, what do you mean by build? So in that pattern, how many builds have you tested in your project? That is a question. Okay, everyone done? Yes, Reshma. Test cases count. Next, we need to calculate what? Test cases count. So number of test cases you have written in your project. Number of test cases we have written in your project. You have to mention. You have to mention. Before telling that. Before telling that, I should tell number of number of days spent for system study. Everyone knows what is system study? No, while doing project explanation, don't mention about this. No, sprint and duration are not same. Sprint is different, build is release is different. So in agile, we can have 3 to 7 test cycles, which is extended in this case. Meant saying that is theoretical. This is practical. That is theoretical. This is practical. Understood? So always theoretical will be different from this thing. Yes. Yes. What is system study? Understanding the requirement. So before writing the test cases, before doing the testing, I should understand the requirement. Yes or no? What is the use of requirement? Yes. Now I should tell how many days I have spent on system study. How many days I have spent on system study? Yes. Now tell me, will you do sprint planning meeting one on day one? Yes or no? Sprint planning meeting on day one. Correct. Next, sprint planning meeting on day 6. Sprint planning meeting 3 on day 11. Sprint planning meeting 4 on day 16. Sprint planning meeting 5 on day 21. Yes or no? Why? Because my sprint duration is 1 week. That means every 1 week I have sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, sprint 4, sprint 5. Yes or no? Sprint 1, Sprint 2, Sprint 3, Sprint 4, Sprint 5. This overall is release. The overall thing is release. Understood? Yes. So before starting off the every sprint, I have sprint plan meeting. Tell me what you will do in sprint plan meeting and how many hours of sprint plan meeting you will be having. How many hours of sprint plan meeting you will be having? Yes. If your sprint duration is 1 week, you will be having 2 hours of meeting. 2 hours of meeting. So here sprint plan meeting 1 is 2 hours, sprint plan meeting 2 is 2 hours, sprint plan meeting 3 is 2 hours, sprint plan meeting 4 is 2 hours, sprint plan meeting 5 is also 2 hours. Understood? Understood everyone? Yes. Yes. Now, listen carefully. Day one, I'll come to office by 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. I'll come to the office. 10 a.m. I'll come to the office. Next, 10:30. 10:30 or else 11 o'clock, my sprint plan meeting will start. 11 a.m. sprint plan meeting will start till 1 o'clock. Till 1 o'clock. The sprint plan meetings will goes on. Yes or no? Once it is done, 1 to 2, I'll take lunch break. 2 to 5, what I will do, 2 to 5, what I will do, I will understand the requirement. I have to study, no, I'll study the requirement. I'll study the requirement. That means one complete day I have spent for system study. One complete day I've spent for system study. Yes or no? Jyoti, you'll be learning in your manual testing class what we'll be doing in sprint plan meetings. Yes. So everyone understood? Yes, clear? So what I'm doing here, I'm just attending the meeting. After that, I'm understanding requirement. That means complete day I'm spending on system study. Like this, how many days are there? Like this, how many days are there? 5 days. 5 days. Now tell me how many days you have spent for system study? How many days you have spent for system study? I want reply from everyone. Everyone should reply. 5 days. Why? Because I have 5 sprint plan meetings. 5 sprint plan meetings are there. Yes or no? Correct? Yes. So now I have spent 5 days for system study. I have sent for system study for 5 days. No, they won't ask how many days you have spent for system study. This is for our understanding. Harshya. Okay. Yes. So how many days we are spending for system study? 5 days. Number of days spent or else, spent on writing test cases. Number of days. Now tell me how many days are remaining. How many days are remaining? 25 minus 5, that is equal to 20 days. So 20 days is left. 20 days is left. Correct? Yes. Now tell me number of test cases I can write in a day. Tell me how many test cases you can write in a day. How many test cases you can write in a day? How many test cases? How many test cases for 1 to 2, 5 to 6, 30? Okay, 20, 25 to 30, 45, 5 to 10, 4 to 5, 30, 100. Very good. 200. Can't guess. Very good. 100 to 200. Very good. 45 to 50. Okay. 4 to 5. 50 to 60. Okay. 199 to 150. What is that number, man? 100 to 200. 25 to 30. Okay, fantastic. Guys, more than 150. Super. Guys, if you are a fresher, maximum you can write 3 test cases per day. How many test cases per day? 3 test cases. 3 test cases to maximum 7 test cases based on the requirement. Based on the requirement. So before getting a bill, sprint meeting will be there. Sir. Yes, Kavish. Okay. Understood everyone? Guys, first listen whatever I'm teaching. If you are thinking about other topic, you won't get this one. Again, you will get doubts in this. Okay. Later, whatever you have, ask me. No issues. First, whatever I'm teaching, concentrate on this. Okay. So now, how many test cases you can write in a day? 3 to 7. 3 to 7. So that means number of test cases I have written in my project. Number of test cases I have written in my project. How many test cases? Simple. 20 into 20 into, I'll take average 3. That means how many test cases? 60 test cases in one release, per release. Correct? 20 days I'm spending now. Yes. Total how many releases I have? 12 releases. 12 releases is equal to how much? 60. And one more thing, yes, I forgot. Don't tell exact number. 60 to 65 test cases. Okay. 12 releases are there. 12 into 60. How much? 12 into 60. 722. 725 test cases. So how many test cases have you written? I have written 722, 722, 725 test cases I have written in my project. Next, the number of test cases are there in your project. Number of test cases are there in your project. That means first I should count, I should have team size. First, what should I have? I should have my team size. So guys, team size, take anything between 3 test engineers to 7 test engineers. Understood? Understood? Take anything between 3 test engineers to 7 test engineers. So total how many test cases are I have written? How many test cases I have written? 720, and my team size I'm taking it as 3. So 720 into 3 how much? 720 into 3 how much? 0 6 21, huh? 2160. So 2160 to 2200. 40 count. Okay, no issues. 2200 test cases are there in my project. Understood everyone? Understood everyone here? Simple. Yes. So first I need to calculate, listen carefully everyone. First what I have to do, first I need to calculate how many days I have spent for system study. So 5 days I spent only on understanding the requirement. Other than that, I have not done anything else. I've just keep on understanding the requirement. I've just keep on understanding the requirement. Okay. Then what happened? Number of days remaining. How many days are there? 20 days. That means 20 days. Every day I've written a test case. Per day, how many test cases I can write? 3 test cases. 20 into 3. So one release I have written 20. Sorry, 60 to 65 test cases per release I have written. So total how many releases are there? 12 into 60. Average value I have taken 720 to 725 test cases I have written in my project. I am only writing 720 to 725. In my team, I have some other test engineers also. No, so my team consists of 3 test engineers. So we have written 2160 to 2200 test cases in our project. So total how many test cases are there in my project? 2100 to 160 to 2200. Clear? Fresher 3 test cases to experience 7 test cases. Yes, experience 7. It depends upon the project complexity. It depends upon project complexity. If module is login page, we can write easily. Correct? If it again transferring amount, if you are working on banking, if it is creating account or something, again it is tough. Generating loans, again it is tough. Yes or no? It depends upon this. The number of test cases in a day, we can mention a particular range. Yes, you can mention. There is a question also. How many test cases you can write in a day? It's also a question is also there. Yes. 3 to 7 test cases you can write in a day. So we have written every day test cases. Yes, every day you have to do all the works. You have to write the test case. You have to execute the test cases. You have to review everything we need to do. Yes, Komal. Mohammed, in 5 days will we study whole requirement? No need of studying whole requirement. Whatever modules allocated to you that 5 sprints, you can read that requirement. That is enough. Okay. Yes. Sir, in a day, 7 test cases only work. No, other than that, we have some other works also. Manual plus API testing. What is this? So we can include API testing also in 14 months duration. No, Jyoti, it's only for manual. And it is duration is also for example. I'll tell you later what duration you can do. Okay. Yes, we need to do other tasks also. Reshma. Everyone done copied? Shall we go for the defect count? Yes. Next, when you tell about this, there are chances they may ask you like, tell me how many defects you have found. So what, how many defects are there in your project? How many defects you have found? That also they may ask. There are chances. So now I need to calculate what defect count. Guys, remember this is the approx value what we take in the industry. They out of 100% of test cases, 20 to 25% of the test cases will be failed. Understood? Understood, everyone? Okay. So if you have written 100 test cases, in 100, it's an estimation in the industry, regular industry. What is estimation we have? 20 to 25% of the test cases will be failed. Understood, everyone? Clear? Okay. It's an estimation what we have in the industry. Now tell me, how many test cases are there in my project? How many test cases are there in my project? 2200. I'll take average value. So what is the 20% of 2200? That is 20%. 400, 440. 10% means 440. So that is equal to 440 to 450 defects are there in my project. Understood? Understood everyone? 440 to 450 defects. Now, defects found by me. Defects found by me. How to calculate defects found by me? Simple. How to calculate? Anyone? Very good. Fantastic. Manoranjan. 450 divided by 3. That's just simple. Yes, sir. Now, what is my team size? 3 test engineers. How many defects are there? 450. 450 divided by 3, how much? 150, yeah? So 150 to 155 defects I have found. Clear, everyone? Understood? Yes. So total how many defects we have found? 150 to 155 defects I have found. Any doubts? Any doubts? Next I need to tell how many blocker, critical, major, minor defects are there. Guys, remember the calculation. Out of 450, blocker take 10%, critical take 15%, okay, major take less than, okay, don't take exactly 10 also, that also I'll tell. Wait. Blocker is equal to less than or equals to 10%. Critical less than or equals to, I've written in reverse, less than or equals to 15%. Understood? Next, major less than or equals to how much? 25%. So total how much done? 40, 50. Next, minor remaining. This is what we need to follow. Understood? So follow this pattern and take 450 as 100%. 450 as 100%. In this 10%, 45. So 45 blocker. 15%, how much it is? You need to calculate 60, around 60 you'll get, I think something you'll get. That is critical. Major 25%, remaining 450. Understood? Understood everyone? Yes. Yes. Rajani, 450 total defects, sir. By 3 means my team size. I have 3 test engineers. If interviewer asks what kind of defects have you find, tell, sir, when I click on campaign major tab, I've got blocker defect. Or else when I'm saving the lead, it is not saving. When I'm generating invoice is not generated. These are all defects. No, tell whatever you want. Remember one thing, have confidence when you are telling. Simple. Clear everyone? So when you are telling with confidence, why? Because interviewer will not come and check your project. Interviewer will not come and check your project. Yes or no? Yes. So this is about agile implementation. Yes, it is very easy compared to theory. Yes, it is very easy. Tomorrow we have session. Tomorrow we have session. Nothing. What is left from 450? Nothing. Nothing left. Everything. What is defect other than blocker, critical, major, and minor? Do you have any other type? No, no. So when you combine again everything, when you add everything, it should be 450. Simple. Sudhir, it is estimation, Sudhir. So you can have 10% or less than or equal to 10% of blocker, 15 less than or equal to critical, major less than or equal to 25, minor remaining how much it is left, you can give it as minor. Okay, Sudhir. Yes, you can take 50% minor defects. Sir, based on your our ability to write the test cases, I'm the seniors gonna find our real experience. No, Rajiv. Tell the way how you are explaining is important, Rajiv. So tell them, sir, based on complexity, I may write only 3 test cases per day. If it is easy, I may write 15 test cases also, 10 test cases also. It depends upon what is this complexity of the project. Sir, we should say that numbers also approx values. Yes, this is also approx values. Everything is approx. You should not tell exact number. Estimation we do in sprint plan meeting. Yes, yes, Reshma. Sir, before writing these test cases, we have to write the test scenarios, right? Yes, Divya. So that is the reason we are having less number of test cases. No, don't tell percentages. You have to tell exact. Upper Kumar, see, if they ask about what is this high severity, low priorities, you have learned in these things, no? So recall certain examples related to this. See, one thing, whatever examples you have learned in manual testing on Instagram, Facebook, just apply on your CRM. When I'm generating invoice, it is not generating. So invoice is very important feature of application, high severity, high priority. Understood? There is a spelling mistake in invoice page help feature. Correct. Or else help feature in my application is not working. Recent items is not working. Understood? So those things you can mention. High severities, low priorities. There is no software in the world without defects, Jyoti. Every application, even Amazon, Google, whatever projects they may handle, every project has defects. Okay. Numbers. Don't change the calculations. Don't change the numbers. Just close your books. Don't see the screen. Open up. Take a new page. Okay. Do the same calculations once again. Okay. Don't change the numbers. Don't change the numbers. I'm just telling you. Don't change the numbers. Yes, Harsh. It will be divided between the team.